Okay, we're gonna do an outside walk around of the Winnebago Trend 23L. And this right here is the driver's side door. And right here is the fuel right next to the driver's side door. And you just pull it open. And it's unleaded only. And you just twist the cap off like you would a car and fill there. Let's go this direction. So I'll walk around this side. So in the RV dump video, this was the storage compartment that's right behind the passenger door. And this has the hoses for dumping the tank and the fresh water.
Okay, I keep this latched or locked when I travel because it's part of the system to help keep it closed, because it especially the big door, the little door not so much, but the big door in back, it doesn't shut quite tight.
Okay, so keeping it locked is secure for traveling. Now, does this come up and latch then right here to hold it open?
Yep.
So this latch right here will hold this door open so that if you're loading and unloading, you can do that. This one is for the big door. So let's open that up and show that. So the big door, and the stairs automatically shut even if you have them locked when you start the engine. So there you can hold the door open, and you could like shut the screen if you want. Just pull the screen there and then shut the screen, and you can slide the opening there closed. And as soon as the door closes, the stairs go in if you don't lock them, and we'll show you how to do that. So then just unlock that, and if you shut the door, it'll latch back to the screen. So you're gonna lock that back up.
Okay, well,
So, oh, yeah, so inside.
You want to see what's in it?
So what's in it is, again, the dump hose, which is in that bag. We have it in the RV dump video. Some gloves for dumping. There's a longer sewer hose here for if you're hooked up at a campsite.
There's two 10-foot pieces. There's one in here and one in here. So they're 20 foot all together.
So if you needed to reach a longer area to automatically dump some of the RV sites have an automatic dump station right at your site, so you can be dumping as you're using the restroom, and the gray water. And this is the fresh water hose, the blue one, so just use that for your fresh water, and we'll show you where that hookup is on the outside. And then there's a chair in there. Do we want to take that out and put it in with the other chairs, or just leave it?
We can leave it there because it fits
Okay.
there so nice.
So you could put other storage in here, of course.
And then close that, latch it, and then I'm gonna lock this. Otherwise, it's really easy to forget and
Yep.
leave it unlocked
Yep.
when you go inside a restaurant or something.
Okay, and here are two outside outlets for if you're running anything electric outside. And this is for cable TV, if there's cable TV available at your campsite. This is the bigger storage compartment, which is actually, you can reach part of it from the inside of the camper, which we'll show later. And the latch for that to hold it open is right there. And this we've used for storage. There is a sink in there, so if you were not going to put anything in storage, you could fill it with ice and cold beverages, and you can reach them from inside the camper, and we'll show you that later. But we will provide grilling tools and a grill, and we have an electric griddle for use, and a grill brush, and some camping chairs, and a camping rug for outside. Of course, if you don't need any of that stuff and you want to put your own stuff in it, we can remove it and discuss at rental time. All right, so this outlet back, or this compartment back here was where the sewer hose was kept, but we chose to keep it in a bag and put the outside shower hose out here instead. So that, we'll show you where the shower hookup is. There's a hitch here. It's a 2,000 pound maximum hitch. We prefer no towing. but you could hook a bike hitch up, and that is a 1 1/4 inch hitch, but we have an adapter, 1 1/4 inch to 2 inch adapter if needed. On the back side of the camper, on the driver's side, this is where the shower hookup is for that hose that we just showed you. So you would hook the hose up there, and there's your cold and hot water valves.
For like washing stuff off or
Wash off your sandy
taking a
feet or-
shower outside or something like that.
Yep. Or washing off the dog's feet.
And here's your city water hookup, and that doesn't go through the fresh water tank, which is up here. It goes right to the faucet and the sink and in the bathroom faucet, so you don't have to fill up the 20-gallon water tank.
So
Is it a 20
this is
gallon?
where you would run a city. It's listed in the rental forms. I don't know it offhand, but this is so that you have running water from the RV site if they provide water, and you would just hook the hose up there and then turn on their faucet, and you would have water on demand then. We'll show you how to turn on any pumps or anything inside. I believe when you run that, you don't need a pump. When you run off the fresh water, you need a pump, which is provided in the RV. And this compartment is the electrical hose, or the electrical wire that we have hooked up right now to the our outlet by our garage. And so you just feed the electrical line back in here when you're done. And we have an adapter for that as well, right? So this is for 30 amp.
Right.
And we have an adapter for that, so that'll be included as well. So always remember to unplug and put everything back before you take off.
And while you're traveling, this plug that's plugged into the house right now has to be plugged into that outlet you see up there.
Yep. On the right
In order to run the generator while you're driving.
Oh, wait a minute now. So how do you plug that in? Oh, you take this and unplug it from here and plug it into there?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're going to run the generator while you're driving, you need to unplug, take this cord and plug it in there before you take off.
Yep. We learned that the hard way. And then here's the water tank.
Now, back to this, the generator. You don't need that when you're running the generator when you're camping, though. You won't need that to be plugged in there. Well, we'll try it when we go inside. We'll start the generator and show them. Okay, so here's if you want to fill up the water so that you have water when you're traveling.
Yeah.
And
Usually don't fill it up all the way. Just usually fill it up like a quarter of the way or a third of the way.
just to give you enough water for going to the bathroom, washing your hands.
Yeah, for using the water while you're traveling.
So you just put your hose in there from the house and just fill it.
Otherwise, you can fill it up if you want to burn the extra gas with that extra weight. But I usually put it in like a third of a tank for traveling and fill up when I get there.
Okay.
Depending on whether or not, like, I'm going to have a water source up there or not. Or down there, wherever I'm going.
Okay.
And you just fill up that with a regular garden hose or whatever, or a fresh water hose.
Yep. Which we can do before people leave if they want to have some water in there. All right, so that is the outside of the RV. We'll take you inside for another video.